I want to make sure that everybody sees in this. Robert Kennedy has made a lot of money promoting these anti-vax ideas, writing books and onesies and trips, and he also now owns a piece of the action in lawsuits against the vaccine companies. So if somebody sues one of the vaccine companies, gets $10 million in the lawsuit, Robert Kennedy makes a cool $1 million. If he gets to be the head of HHS, he will have the tools in his toolbox to make it more likely that those lawsuits win, that is, that the vaccine manufacturers lose, and that the amount of payoffs are even bigger. In other words, he will have all of these tools just very quietly with no oversight, because he'll be the guy in charge, to undercut vaccines so that he could make more money in the future, and the rest of us could end up literally with no vaccines at all to give to our children. In fact, he may have the opportunity to bankrupt the vaccine manufacturers, and then nobody gets vaccine.
What is she on right now? Is Elizabeth Warren serious in worrying about Big Pharma going out of business? Has she lost her marbles? Well, it turns out she hasn't. She's just on that Big Pharma take.
Hey, Massachusetts, are you good? How in the hell did you end up with two pharma shills as your senators? Both of these senators have been very outspoken about RFK Jr., and we are going to do what we do best. We're going to see who's funding them. She's received $491,000 from health professionals and $125,000 from pharmaceuticals or health products. Oh, and don't forget about the $108,000 from hospitals and nursing homes, for a grand total of $871,000 from the healthcare industry. And this is actually her cheapest election out of all of them. And as I was digging through all of this data, there's something else that caught my attention. I found this article that said that Elizabeth Warren condemned super PACs. Now she's benefiting from one. And this article talks about this Persist PAC. And at the time, they had no idea who was funding the PAC. But now we do. Carla Jervison gave a whopping $14.6 million to support Elizabeth Warren for the Senate. This is her, and she is a physician. Not only did she attend Stanford, her father was a professor there for over 50 years. And to honor her father, she helped fund the construction of the new Stanford Medical Center. You know who else has ties to Stanford? Pfizer. Back in 2010, they gave a grant to Stanford saying that there's no strings attached. Put your hand up if you actually think that's true. I'm sure nobody. But wait, there's more. Pfizer funded an independent educational grant program through, surprise, Stanford. How do all of these dots connect? Well, honestly, that's kind of difficult. As I was doing research, it is very clear that a lot has been hidden here. But this article may give us a hint. Looks like Stanford professors have been found to receive money right from big pharma companies like Eli Lilly. Why does this all matter? Funny enough, I think Dr. Casey Means has already given us the answer. She went to Stanford and was top of her class. She talks about how there was never a class about nutrition, about exercise. She simply learned a diagnosis and a pill to solve it. Because the minute that we find out that we can heal ourselves with food, think about whose bottom line is going to hurt real bad. So to summarize, in addition to all of the money that Elizabeth Warren receives through the healthcare industry, she also has some funny ties to Carla here. Do you think she's actually really concerned about him bringing back polio? Or is he just going to hurt her donors' bottom line?
This is my friend Anna Matson. Everybody should go follow her.